You know the only issue that I have with this upcoming episode of MF Ghost, because the fact that it is a missed opportunity to move the Koki Sawatari featured or titled episode into turn 17 for obvious reasons. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Myogi, and welcome to another episode of Myogi Genuinely Reacts to MF Ghost. Now, the moment I've been waiting for, the moment we've all been waiting for. A Koki Sawatari centric episode. Yep, that's right. They announced it last week during the preview, but again, missed opportunity on the devs to save this for episode 4, turn 17. It should have been turn 17, not turn 16. Come on! We have to ride on the 17 jokes here, alright? But anyway, what we've seen in the preview is the fact that Mr. 17, Koki Sawatari, is going to be facing off with Mikhail Bandoleros. So we're going to see how the fight goes about. And on the other side of the tier is that would Shun Aiba keep his pace up and go closer into the podium? And if Kanata is able to take down Akaba. Okay, that's a bit of a spoiler on my end because I have already read the manga and that is already a given. His arch rival in this arc is Akaba Kaito. Now, how he does it is how we will see. And hopefully it's part of this episode as well. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, I forgot. Aiba is behind Kanata.
600馬力オーバーのモンスターもタイヤが路面にパワーを伝えてくれなければ宝の持ち腐れです。
True.
これだけの大集団になってしまうとそれぞれが牽制し合って全体のペースが抑えられてしまうという側面もあります。これは私が長い経験から得た一つの結論なんですが、市販のロードカーでサーキットを走る場合、人にコントロールできる馬力は400馬力が限界で。
Okay, this is one note that Ikeda mentioned that I would definitely agree with. 400 horsepower is about the max your average person can adequately control. He is actually right. Anything beyond that, you really need a certain level of skill to control. Unless your car is duked out with all the electronics and stability controls that God has to even offer. Like say a GTR. Or probably a Bugatti.
そしてそれが行動であれば、その限界はさらに低いものになります。駆動方式にもよりますが、300から350馬力といったところでしょう。そんなに下がってしまうのですか？しかし MFG の上位ランカーは軒並み600馬力を超えています。
Yeah! Putting out Mr. 17 and Mikhail Bandoleros off the picture. Looking at this grid here, Ishigami, Akaba, Sakamoto, Otani, Aiba, Oishi, Yanagida. Yeah, most of those guys, they are sitting at around 500 to 600 horsepower stock. Alright? If you up their horsepowers, they're going to be around 600 to 650. So that's a point given. Now, would that make any difference at all? Hell yeah, it does. But again, certain non-controllable elements such as weather would downplay on that number. And that's like the biggest weapon that Kanata here is exploiting in this round. True. That's why Mr. 17 is leading. Alright, before we continue on, our obligatory... Of course. We cannot start the episode knowing we need to go through the Nozomi waistline. Alright? It's obligatory. May she bless our Racing Master Gacha rolls. Here we go. Turn 16, Sawatari Koki, the demon god.
の理解が間違った方向に向かっているんですよ。グリップウェイトレーションのレギュレーションには革新犯的なミスリードのトラップがいくつも仕掛けられています。私の口から多くを語ってしまうと両高橋君に怒られてしまうのでほどほどにしますが、海外ブランドのプレミアムカーたちは人には扱えないパワーを極太タイヤと電子デバイスで制御してステータスの象徴として富裕層に売られています。
I mean, isn't that the main point of European supercars and hypercars? It's a cash grab, it's a cash cow for those aiming for a status symbol. Like, if you're just a normal 9 to 5 person and you're gonna come in flexing it on a Porsche, Shima, yeah, it's just a status symbol, okay? It doesn't, define the performance of a person. It defines the performance of their financial net worth. That's about it. And the only way to justify the exorbitant prices on these supercars and hypercars is just giving it motorsports performance that these rich asswipes cannot even control. Minus for a few certain individuals, and I'm not counting those who are actually engaged in actual motorsports.
ように雨で濡れてしまうと公道で扱える馬力の限界はさらに低くなります。200から250前後、誤解を恐れずに申し上げますが、そんなところです。
そこまで下がってしまうんですか。それはしかしあまりにも意外すぎる数字です。200馬力ということになりますと2リッター NA のトヨタ 86GT の最大出力にピタリと重なりますよね。
そうですね。この雨が86号車のパワーのハンデをかなりのところまで帳消しにしてしまうんです。ファンの皆様にはそうした側面を頭の中に入れてこの先のレース展開に注目していただければと思います。
Especially Ogata. Especially Ogata. I'm still not over what he said about the 86GT being a beat-up machine compared to these guys. Ogata, you're on my blacklist.
出ません。後続が次々とゲートを抜けていく。レースは3分の1を消化して2周目に突入。
I'm surprised the F82 is still relevant to reach that point in that one scene and has not spun out yet, unlike a certain E92. Going back to the maximum tune area.
Kami15 のモンスター軍団。真に秀でたテクニックを持った者だけがここから頭角を現していくのか。行く手には足の子のデスエリアが牙をむき出して獲物を待ち構える。
Alright, I forgot. It's covered in volcanic ash. It always hits at the right notes. That's the starting point. It's Bandoleros versus Sawatari. Excuse me, Sawatari, what? Never mind Nozomi being cray-cray, he's on a whole different level. Hold up, is that an actual photo digitized? Not sure if cost-cutting or Shigeno literally says, do it the same way as how I did it in my manga. So you're telling us to use photographs instead of digitally creating these scenes. Yes. Alright, saves us the budget. Oh, come on, of course, it's the 17 episode. This is his 17-year-old coming on screen. He's in seed mode. And so is Bandoleros. The classic Tomoyuki Tachi touch and go. Oh! That's 4 contacts! And Sawatari takes it! My boy! And mind you, I think Bandoleros was in his A game and he still got dusted by Sawatari. That was well animated. Right? No, correction. They made contact 3 times. Sawatari got a 4th contact with Nakazato. Get it? Get it?
まさかのデスエリアでしたね。ベッケンバウアーにミスがあったわけではありません。沢渡君が限界超えのハイスピードエントリーでした。接触は偶発的なものです。12号車は基本通りにコーナーのエイペックスに向けて車を寄せていきますが、そこに4号車のノーズがあることを予想できていなかったんです。荷重の抜けたリアサイドを押された12号車はバランスを崩して膨らみます。それを立て直すのでのタイムロスが致命的でした。その後の2回の接触は何と言いますか、気持ちと気持ちのぶつかり合いです。
So one was accidental, the other 2 is a deliberate skirmish between the 2. Nakazato could never. Bandoleros got his ass down, handed down. Racist? Much? Bandoleros? Excuse me? Ah, Agnes, haven't seen you in a while. Hello? Is Mikhail Bandoleros that much of a drama queen? Excuse me? He goes full hikikomori after a defeat? And let me guess, Agnes is gonna have a field day when that happens. That's why Bandoleros does not want to lose not a single race. Okay, it's one of the scenes like this that if you see Mikhail Bandoleros and Agnes Beckenbauer next to each other, you're gonna go like,
It should have been me, not him!
Right? Hot. Ishigami's gonna lose to Akaba, calling it right now. But I'm surprised Maizono is keeping tabs in a de-electrified NCNSX of all things. Higher corner exit speed, or is it late braking as usual?
そこにいられちゃアクセル踏めねえだろ。いくらなんでも突っ込みすぎだバカめ。それじゃ曲がらないぜ。
Kansei Drifto? Counter, counter. Oh, no, wait, never mind.
86号車が陸に峠で5号車を捉えている。やはり片桐かなたは黙ってはいない。集団の最後尾から追撃ののろしを上げた。
Against an Audi R8, no less.
オーバーテイクいかがですか。
この三国峠は長く続いた上り勾配が下り勾配に切り替わる分岐点です。左右の G には強いレーシングドライバーですが、上下の G の変化には慣れていません。人の三半規管はこうした状況で一瞬ですが平行感覚を失ってしまうのですよ。そのために坂本君のコーナーへのアプローチにわずかな隙ができたんだと思いますね。片桐君はそれを見逃さなかったと言いますか、むしろ確信犯的にそこを狙ったのだと思います。
Boy's got clairvoyance, I'm gonna give him that.
この手の裏技はプロジェクト D の頃、俺も兄貴から叩き込まれた。
Ah, welcome back, K-Suck.
では定番なんだ。藤原匠から片桐かなたへと、それが継承されてるってことさ。こっちも繰り出すけどな。とっておきの一撃を。
Are you telling me Keisuke has been holding that grudge all the way to adulthood?
一瞬滑ったと思っちゃう。なるべくなら下の列にはタッチしたくないよね。
Why? Why?
店なら多分上優本部長が常連だと思いますよ。
本当ですか？
一度お願いしてみては。
お願いします。本部長さん、萌えを焼肉屋さんに連れてってください。
ダメに決まってんだろう。本部長は忙しいんだぞ。そんなに軽い人じゃないよ。
Are you sure about that?
俺の後ろには坂本のアウディがいたはずだ。なんだこの赤い車は。
Did you forget? Oishi? Alright, you're too focused on Akaba.
その車はコーナーの進入が早いぞ。5号車がそれでやられてる。甘くなるとやられるぞ。気をつけろ。オーバー。はあ、気をつけろじゃねえよ。もうちょっとマシなアドバイス。
That was useful advice!
ズルズルのデスエリアで、こっちはもうとっくにギリギリの死に物狂いに突入してるっての。スタビリティが介入しっぱなしだぜ。フロントもリアもズルズルだ。
Then go slower! I would actually just love to make a wonderful, wonderful comment on the sound design of MF Ghost. They got the sound of the Lamborghini Huracan perfectly. I just want to point it out there.
まずい、フロントが逃げた。下り勾配が強すぎてハーフスピンが収束しない。
3号車スピン。3号車が反転したままコースアウト。
やっちまった。万事休す。
Oh! Oh! I felt that. Wait, hold hold on. MFG tires are sponsored by Bridgestone?
センターより3号車ドライバーへ聞こえますか応答してください怪我の有無を報告してください3号車ドライバー聞こえますか3号車ドライバー
こちら多いし別になんともねえよドカンとやったわけじゃねえんだ早いとこ回収してくれ
大石怪我はないようです
何よりですね
Did they all just say thank goodness in unison? What?
以上
やっちまったのかよ大石の乱暴怪我なさそうでよかったなこれで浪説して順位が一つ上がったわけか
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. Good on you, Aiba. Okay, the fade out obviously tells me that the episode is over. But why does this look like Daigo Oishi is recreating the opening, the CD box art of Yakuza Kiwami 3? But I'm glad at that very last moment we do get a glimpse of an in-car shot of Nozomi. Not sure if she was smiling at the fact that she gained the position, or she's smiling at the fact that Oishi got his pride shattered. You don't know what goes on in the head of Nozomi right there, but I'm just glad that she got the feature she deserves. And it's Nozomi's moment next!
第17話残酷な現実
With how that last frame is positioned or placed in the teaser, and the title, A Cruel Reality. Calling it right now. The next episode would focus on Fujin Ishigami. That much is certain. We'll still get our dosage of Kanata. We'll still get our dosage of Nozomi. But this episode is gonna be dedicated to Fujin Ishigami. I'm already theorizing already in my head how early and why. But the explanation as to why, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for the next episode. One of my biggest and greatest comments about this episode, I'd like to say, when we go back onto the overtake scene between Sawatari and Mikhail Bandoleros, and when the Eurobeat kicked in, notice how they kept the dialogue to an absolute minimum. And they resumed it as soon as Sawatari was able to overtake Bandoleros as Cayman. It felt like something that you can watch from all the initial D AMVs out there, mine included, that you can see all around on YouTube. And honestly, I like that combination. The combination of high-paced Eurobeat along with some teeth-grinding action between the Alpine and the Cayman, especially that wonderful, wonderful overtake by Sawatari, I would say is one of the best. Currently, out of the 4 episodes that we have for Season 2, Episode 4 is no doubt this production team's magnum opus. I would at least say that is how good the production of this. Second in line to that is the sound quality of how well they captured this engine sound of the Lamborghini. Then again, Lamborghinis do have a unique engine sound to them. It doesn't matter if it's the Gallardo, it doesn't matter if it's the Huracan, it doesn't matter if it's the Aventador, Murcielago, hell, even the Diablo. Lamborghini engines are just built different. With a slight twitch of a tone, and you got yourself a Ferrari. But we didn't see much Ferrari action. And Sakamoto was chill. Though I know it's one of the iconic skill issue scenes, quote unquote, but framing it to Oishi at the end, maybe that is like the prelude to the title of the next episode. So perhaps the next episode is dedicated to both Oishi and to Ishigami. But what are your thoughts about it, guys? So we had a dosage of Aiba action, we got Sawatari action alongside Mikhail Bandoleros. Next week, we're gonna get some Nozomi action. On top of that, even more Kanata action. By the way, Kanata's overtake attack against Sakamoto's R8. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it looked like something out of a mobile game. It looked like something out of a video game. It looks like something out of the next upcoming best mobile racing game to date. Racing Masters. CarX could never. Need for Speed Mobile could never. Racing Master is where it's at. It is produced by NetEase and co-published by NetEase, produced by Codemasters. If you're familiar with the Grid series, yes, you know, you're gonna feel right at home. And Kanata's overtake right there really felt something straight out of that game's drift physics. If you want to recreate that, it's free to download for iOS and Android. But enough about me product placementing something that I am not a part of the content creator club of it yet. I would see you guys in the next episode of Myogi Genuinely Reacts to MF Ghost, where we see even more action in round 2 around Ashinoko GT.